Open Short Course A1 goes at the sound of the tone. Here we go, keep it clean, back off early, going into that berm. Long way to go, 10 minutes, the longest you guys have been on the track this weekend right here. All right, so let them get through lap number one. One of them falling way back here, that green and yellow. But we'll see how we're doing here with short course, 16 of them on the track. So coming around, the first sweeper, the staging sweeper as I like to call it, that's going to be Austin Hughes. He was the pride of the field throughout qualifying. Janos Lazar from fourth on the grid, moving up to second, Setzer third, Salter fourth, and Bobby Moore. I don't know how he's done it, but all day today, Bobby's figured out a way to have a good first and second lap and get right towards the front. He must have learned that from Keaton.
9 minutes left.
So one of them looks like Tommy Scott, your 14th qualifier coming from the B main. Breaking down here. But the good news for Tommy is that there is one throw out, Tommy, so you can win A2 and win it all still. That's the format we chose to go with at AMS. Last couple years, we've counted both mains, and what generally happens is if you break an A1, you have zero shot at winning the overall, so those guys would tend to leave early. We want to keep everybody here and give everybody a shot right down to the end, so that's why we're choosing to take your best 1 out of 2 of the mains. All right, 1:45 down, 8:15 to go. It's Hughes, your leader, then anybody's race for second. So Hughes is checked out through the whoops. There's second, Janos Lazar. Now he's starting to get a little bit of a gap. And then Raece Kear from fifth on the grid, all the way up to the top 3 for Raece Kear. Salter in 4th, Thomas 5th, Setzer 6th, Bobby Moore running 7th, Adkins 8th, McManus 9th, Davis is in 10th, that's your top 10, then it's Matt Cline 11th, Big Money 12, Tackett 13, Miss Nicole 14, and Mason 15. So 15 cars, trucks still running around the track. Watch it after the whoops, watch it after the whoops. Car upside down after the 6-pack. So our leader coming up on, I believe that's Mason after the 6-pack. So leader checking out Austin Hughes after 2.5 minutes with already an 11-second lead. So your leader going over the double-doubles on the far end of the track through the sweeper, and he's coming down the back straight with 3 cars in front of him. That's the orange, yellow, and purple. So he'll be coming up on some traffic. So going to come up on Cline and Tackett, I believe. So be aware, leaders coming up on through the whoops there. That's the orange, yellow, and purple. Coming up on that orange and green truck. Coming into, there we go, lets him get on by, so the leader gets on by. Janos Lazar, 12 seconds back. Raece Kear and Salter now down the straightaway doing battle for 3rd and 4th. We got 3:15 down, 6:45 remaining. So Austin Hughes, if he wins this one, he is not automatically the champion. If somebody else wins A2 and their time happens to be faster than Austin's A1 time, then they will be the champion. Obviously, if a driver wins both A1 and A2, they guarantee the championship. 3:45 down and 6:15 to go, so no podium after this one. We move into Electric Truggy A1. Electric Truggy A1 coming up next. Have them ready. And then after that, we move back into the Pro Nitro Buggy, but we will have driver intros for Pro Nitro Buggy only, so last call, all my Pro Nitro Buggies drivers, make sure you pick up sponsor sheets up here in timing and scoring. We're doing driver intros for 1 class. All right, so make it 4:30 down, 5:30 to go. So coming up on the halfway mark, it's Hughes, your leader, Janos and Raece Kear doing battle down the straightaway. So the battle is through the 6-pack there, and they're coming up on some traffic they get by, so it's the green and white and yellow versus the green and black through the S's and heading up into the chassis slapper. So the 2 green trucks heading into the moguls, your battle right there through the moguls. And heading into the double-double section, the battle for second spot, Janos and Raece Kear. There they go through the sweeper and down the back straightaway. They're coming up on that fluorescent yellow truck. One of them gets it sideways. So second place battle coming up on Tackett. So that was Lazar with the mistake. So Race Car now going to move up to second from fifth on the grid. So Tackett has second and third, and the two green machines coming up through him on the S section. Setzer still running in fourth with Thomas fifth, McManus running sixth, Salter running seventh, Mr. Bobby Moore running eighth, Adkins in ninth, and Jesse Davis your top 10. 5:30 down, 4:30 to go for E-Truggy coming up in a couple minutes here. So good battle. The two green machines, they're coming up on some more traffic through the S section and heading towards the chassis slapper. It is Race Car in that green and black ahead of Janos in the green and yellow coming through the moguls. Janos still within striking distance.
4 minutes left.
Top 5 after A2 will go to the podium. 6 minutes down, 4 to go. Second place battle down the back straightaway. And they're coming up on some traffic here. That's going to be, whoa, that was a close call. That was Matt Cline letting second get by, and Cline will have third next one in line. Oh, second place, Lazar with the mistake. He had just taken it over. And now Race Car going to jump back into that second spot. So Setzer and Moore make that Setzer in fourth, and Moore and Thomas with a battle for fifth spot now. So Bobby Moore, much like all of his qualifiers, starting out a little slow, almost like he needs to get warmed up. But as the race goes on for Bobby, he gets faster and faster, lap after lap. So now second place moving on by Matt Cline. Thank you, Matt Cline. So Race Car now with a little bit of a gap on Lazar. Now 4.5 seconds, so no more battle for second. Austin Hughes, 22 seconds. I haven't even been paying attention to Austin because he has been so far out front. Here he comes through the sweeper. Whoa, watch it coming onto the straightaway. Nope, that was a different car. So let's find our leader. We'll get a lap or so with our leader. We got 2:45 remaining. I'll find him. I'll recognize that paint job. 7:30 down and 2:30 left to go, drivers. 7:30 down and 2:30 left to go. Race Car and Lazar still on the lead lap, but just barely. There he is in the yellow, green, and purple. Down the straightaway goes your leader. Not too far behind our second and third spot, so Austin Hughes trying to lap the entire field here. In A main number 1, Austin with the fast lap at a 34.5. Now with a 23-second lead on Race Car. The battle to watch is 4th, 5th, and 6th. Moore, Setzer, and Thomas. So Bobby Moore now moving up to 4th. So they're running 9 seconds behind Lazar for a top 3. So let's find our battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Should be coming on to the back straight or down the back straight. I believe this might be them coming. Let's see. Yep, there's Chandler and Kevin. So a rough lap for Bobby, it appears. So Chandler and Kevin now with a two-way battle for 4th and 5th. Salter moving up to 6th, and Bobby Moore with a 44-second lap time. Uh-oh, and it looks like Bobby Moore dead in the water. In the berm down there. Nope, now he's back in action. His car had stopped for a second. I don't know if it's a thermal shutdown. But coming up on 9 minutes, so if you remember at AMS, we only ran 8-minute mains for the short course class, and they wanted 10 minutes, so we're going 10. So we're 9 minutes down and 1 minute to go, drivers. 9 down and 1 to go. It's Hughes your leader, Race Car second, Lazar third, Thomas fourth, and Setzer your top 5. Salter in 6th, and we're going to have to see who, if anybody, moved past Bobby. 45 seconds to go. So no, Bobby stays in 7th, so he actually didn't lose a spot, just lost a little bit of time. So Bobby in 7th, Jesse Davis in 8th, Matt Cline 9th, and Adkins rounding out your top 10.
30 seconds.
Worley 11th, Tackett 12th, and Miss Nicole 13th. Looks like Ethan off the track, Big Money off the track. Not sure if that's a battery issue. 20 seconds, drivers, 20 seconds.
15 seconds left.
So So a couple guys going to squeeze by for another lap as we're down to 10 seconds. Electric Truggy A main number 1 coming up next. And that is time. Finish the lap you're on. Cline, you're done.
More done.
More, you're done.
Raece Kear
Austin and
done.
Race Car.
Austin Hughes done. Nicole Kinsey done.
So it looks
Janos
like
Lazar done.
Austin just missing lapping Race Car. So Race Car just staying on the tail end of the lead lap there. Didn't want to go a lap down. Watch it, guys. We're still finishing. Stay off the track, marshals. We still got half the field to finish. So stay off the track, marshals. Half the field still to finish.
Mason Worley done.
Keep them going, drivers, until you
done.
cross that line. Keep them going. Keep them going. Couple more, couple more, couple more. Wait for it.
Chandler Setzer done.
And I'm looking for Jesse Davis. No Jesse. Looks like Jesse might have broke down, so that's going to do it. It'll be Austin Hughes taking A1 with Race Car in second, Janos Lazar third, Kevin Thomas fourth, and Sean Salter fifth. Setzer will finish sixth, Davis seventh, Matt Cline eighth, Bobby Moore ninth, Worley 10th, Tackett 11th, Kinsey 12th, Adkins, McManus, Lance, and Scott.
The race is completed.
I need all those drivers right back out to the track to corner marshal, please. We should have plenty of marshals back out on the track to corner marshal. Race number 33 coming up next. Keep them in staging for now till I get some marshals out there.
Up next, race number 33. 1/8 Electric Truggy.